I've had a song stuck in my head all week long.
Right.
And I was trying to figure out where it was from. No, this is niche.
Right, go on.
So the song goes,
Enlighten me, Carl.
the song goes like this. If you manage to guess where the song is from, I swear to
No,
God,
because this is the thing that you
I'll
and
buy
your
you a new
siblings
car.
do. Yeah, this
Okay.
is what you. That means I won't be able to guess it. Go on.
Okay, so it goes like this. Your love is like a river, peaceful and deep. Your soul is like a secret I never could keep. When I look into your eyes, I know that it's true. God must have spent a little more time on you.
Oh.
Where is it from?
Oh, because I know, but I can't think of where I know. I don't know. I've heard it. Definitely heard it.
So, this was in my
I
head.
need your sister. No, I need to channel your inner sister.
So
I need
in
to
my head
channel.
all
No,
week
I
long.
need to channel Emma Mullan and Therese Mullan here.
What would we have been watching?
Touched by an angel or something. Something religious. No. Mighty Ducks or something.
No. Sabrina the Teenage Witch. It was
Sorry.
Sorry.
You watched it.
What a show! A great show. I was
Right.
singing it all week long, and I was like, "Where the fuck is that song from?"
What part?
And why do I know?
Come into?
Why do I know every word of it? There's a weird episode where I think she hosts a house party, and there's a band playing. I'm pretty sure it's a famous band. Let me actually check this out. I'm going to ask.
Arrow.
Okay, what band sings this song? I'm going to sing it to you, and you need to tell me what band it is. Your love is like a river, peaceful and deep. Your soul is like a secret I never could keep.
That's from Truly Madly Deeply by Savage Garden, an absolute 90s classic.
No, it's not.
It's not.
It's just not. It's absolutely not. Okay, let me just Google it. What band sang at the house party in Sabrina the Teenage Witch?
Ah, that was the band No Doubt. They popped up in an episode and performed Just a Girl at the house party. Pretty iconic cameo, right?
What are the lyrics to that song?
No, I'm just a girl.
See, that's not it.
That's not it.
What the fuck? Maybe that's from not where the song's from. Ah, Jesus. That's going to wreck my head. Okay. Right, I'm going to have to circle back to this.
This week on Harry Lovie, Carl got a taste of London ashling again, didn't you this week, Carl?
Oh my good God. The worst kind of ashling.
It's not the worst kind.
No, it is. As soon as I see London ashling come out, I'm like, I'm finished. Also, I walked into the house to some unexpected waterworks this week. Isn't that right?
You did. We also finally did our sound bath.
Yeah.
And Carl will talk you through his experience.
That and the other weird experience that was attached to it as well. We'll talk about all
Bit
those
of deep
things.
throating. What? Okay, let's get into it. All right, welcome back to another episode. Sweet episode of...
What? That was weird.
Sweet episode, Carl, of...
How are you, Lovie?
There you go. Thank you.
Sweet episode.
It is a
What?
sweet episode. It's sweet. I love you, sweetheart.
Oh, right, okay.
Sweet episode.
It sound like something from a bleeding
Trying to
horror
channel my
movie.
inner ASMR. Sweet.
Oh, right. Now I'm on board with that.
Episode.
I don't know how many episodes it is we've done now.
Neither do I.
It's about,
I don't keep count.
we're about 7 months into it.
That's fabulous, Carl.
Is anyone getting tingles? I am.
It's the most excitement you've got in about 6 months.
Well, listen, hope everyone's had a great week so far. Everyone's getting on good. I sound a bit raspy and hoarse.
Oh, the poor Baba. He's not
I've just had such a busy
He's held me
few
up
days.
for 3 weeks, so he needs to say that he's sick again. Go on.
No, I actually feel okay. I just
Oh,
don't
yeah.
sound great. That's all.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the poor Baba.
I have my lamps up here.
Oh, yeah.
Who's going to start first now?
Sure, do you know what? We've had enough from me first, so, I mean, let's go back to the way it should be. It normally is. Bring it on, Carl Mullan. How are you, Lovie?
Do you know what?
What, tell me?
I'm a bit sad.
Oh, why are you sad? That sounds very Davy Mullan of you.
I'm a bit sad.
I'm a bit sad, mammy.
I'm a bit sad because, well, it was my birthday last week, which was great.
Yes.
But I'm a bit sad because
Your
my
sissy
two
wissies.
sisters are gone
I
home.
know. I know. I actually, I can't. Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. So my two sisters live abroad. Your sister lives abroad.
Yes.
And we had them over Christmas, which was great. So Trace lives in London.
Yes.
So she had gone back after Christmas, but then she came back for my birthday. And then we had Emma who stayed on after Christmas and she's just gone back to Vietnam now.
Yes.
And I don't know. Maybe it's just me getting old and softer because I'm already an absolute
You're always soft.
sab. Sorry, please. Not in the context of talking about my sisters, please. But yeah, oh God. Just
You miss your
Do you know
sissy
what's
wissies.
worse?
I miss my sis. I miss all the sissy wissies.
the worst part of it is seeing the kids sad
I know.
about them going. Like all week it was like Dave was like, I don't want Auntie Emma and
I
Auntie
know.
Trace to go home.
Well, he has her bribed to fuck.
Yeah, he
He's
does.
like, I want this, and this when you come back. Also, Emma, I would like a new pair of Birkenstocks when you come back. A
Yes.
digital green pair. Thank you very much.
But yeah, okay, so we'll get the list going already.
Yes.
But yeah, it was. Do you know when someone's leaving? I don't know if anyone listening ever gets this, but when someone's leaving to go abroad, to go far away, there's the week leading up to it. There's just this horrible, like, long goodbye.
Yes.
And you're just like, I don't want them to go.
Yeah.
I don't want them to go. So truthfully now, I actually did find it hard saying goodbye to the two of them. Because
Yes.
what was lovely was everyone was around for my birthday.
Yes.
Which was great. And we went out on Saturday night
We did.
to the local pub, the Laurels.
We just went for dinner and
The
then
Laurels
we
in
had a few
Perrystown.
drinks. Yeah, it was lovely.
Because I know there's a couple of little Laurels around. But no, Laurels, Perrystown. We had a great night. And
Yes.
do you know what it was a really good reminder of? A really good reminder of how good crack my parents are.
Oh, I know. Your dad was on form. He was peak storyteller mode. It was great.
Yeah, and like that, I always knew that they were good crack, but more so, they were talking about their lives before we were born.
Yes, yeah.
And you were like, you mad bastards. They did some mad stuff.
Yeah.
They really did. I'm not
Yeah.
going to, don't worry, Dad, if you're listening to this, I won't repeat any of it. But they were really,
They
like,
told us they were going to elope.
really adventurous.
Yeah.
And like they lived abroad and they
Yeah.
did all these different things. And like proper had us going like, you did what?
Yes.
So it was just a really good night.
Your
of
dad.
catching
Well,
up.
I put the shits up them because I told them about a story. So your sister is about to go to Laos, and I told them about one of my fabulous stories. When I was in Laos.
You have
Actually, that could be this week's bonus episode.
Would you like to tell that as your bonus episode?
Oh, I will tell this story in the bonus episode
Okay.
this week.
It involves Ash getting into a pretty hairy situation.
Pretty
in Laos.
hairy, Bridget Jones style behind bars.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
Well, that'll be
That'll be this week's bonus episode, I think.
It's story time.
But I put the fear of God into the two of them, and their youngest baby was about to go to Laos. But sure, anyway, look at.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I got home safe. I'm
Emma-
married now with 3 kids.
Emma could hear you telling the story and she was just like, shut the fuck up. Stop talking. Stop talking. But that was great, in
Yes.
fairness. It was a lovely celebration. But I think it was because it was so nice, it made me extra sad that they
Yes.
were gone. Because it's just lovely having people around, isn't it? Like, you
My
know.
sister came with us and everything. It was lovely. It was fab.
We did.
This evening.
Nice little family get together.
Yes.
But do you know what?
It actually makes me sick sometimes because then, so my sister was staying here on the Saturday night in our house, and I said to Carl, I was like, you know, will Kira come for dinner or not? And Carl was like, she absolutely is. She's one of the sissy wissies. And I was like, okay. But then I was like, that makes me sick.
Thank you for informing everyone that I call my sister-in-law and my 2 sisters.
Well,
my
in
sissy
fairness-
wissies.
In fairness, it was, I think it was myself and Emma who started that up. My can I say it?
Yeah,
my Sally
yeah.
Sampson voice?
Yeah.
Sally Sampson voice.
My-
My sissy wissies. So we all talk like this with Sally Sampson. So the sissy wissies. So we all had a lovely night with our brother Wood Carl.
This is actually how they talk to each other. It's
Our
absolutely
voice
outrageous.
messages are all like this. And I have to speak slower because I speak like this. My sissy wissy messages.
Speaking of my sissy wissy in-law,
Yes.
Kira, on Friday night,
Yes.
we had a brilliant night because it was really nice. It was Davey's first concert. He'd never been to a concert.
He'd been to like a pantomime before. He'd been to a pantomime.
Yeah, but to like an
And
actual
a play. We
music
brought
gig.
him to plays.
So your sister is a musician.
Yes.
And she lives in France and she tours around the place, but playing like the fiddle, like
Yes.
it's Irish music.
But she
she's
plays
playing.
a lot more instruments than
She
just the
does,
fiddle.
yes. But the fiddle's kind of her specialty.
Yes.
And she's like a proper, like a champion fiddle player.
She is an All-Ireland.
champion fiddler. So she is.
And a singer. And a lilter.
But she was playing with Keela.
Yes.
And if anyone knows the group Keela, sorry, excuse my French. I know I swear anyway, but they are fucking amazing.
It was your first time to see them, wasn't it?
I'd listened to Keela a
Yes.
lot. So I used to work in a pub called the Ginger Man. and a guy called Brian, who I used to work with, he was obsessed with Keela.
Mm-hmm.
And Keela always reminded me of when it came to clothes in the bar, when we were cleaning up and the doors were shut, he'd always blare Keela because it'd really be music to get you going.
Get you going.
If anyone wants to listen to just brilliant Irish music.
But they're also quite different. Not quite different. They're a whole other. It's like that band Joseph that we go see.
Yes.
You listen to them, you're like, oh yeah, I like them. But when you go see them, you're like blown away. Keela are quite like that, I think.
Keela were absolutely like that. But anyway, how it worked out was because Kira was playing with them, we were like, God, wouldn't it be brilliant if Davey could go and see his auntie playing with them?
And the other time she's played, the gigs have been later.
Very late.
Just some of the, like where she would be playing, I was like, I can't really bring him there. Whereas this time round, I was like, oh my God, he could totally go.
This was a 7:30 start time. It was in the National Stadium.
It's down the road from
the road from us. So we were like, this is doable. And we actually said it to him kind of last minute. We were like, would you like to go and see your Auntie Kira playing her concert tonight? And it was the first time I ever saw him being a little bit older, because I knew he was excited and he was proper like a little boy excited, but he was trying to play it cool. So he turned to us. We were like, would you like to go and see Auntie Kira? And he goes, yes, I would like to go and see her. I would be very excited. So he was trying to play it like down.
He did a little head nod as well. He's like, I would be very excited. I was like, oh, yes.
He was trying to be like, yeah, whatever. Like, I'm good for this.
I'm very nonchalant in front of my sisters.
I'm down with this.
Yes.
But we brought him along. And to be honest with you, when we got there, he was tired. And I was like, oh, Jesus, I don't know if he's going to stretch here. Anyway, as soon as he saw his Auntie Kira up on the stage.
Up for the crack.
Oh, my God. He actually, I don't know if I told you this. He got a little bit emotional.
What?
Yes.
That was just tiredness.
No, he saw her on the stage.
Yes.
And I wasn't even watching Kira. I was watching him.
Yes.
Just to see his reaction, because I was holding on to him. Because we went up to stand towards the front. And he was looking at her and the lips started to go a little bit. Now, he didn't cry.
What do you mean?
I just think he was like overwhelmed.
Probably that.
More than anything. But like
a lot of noise.
He gave a little quiver of his lip.
I think he was just in shock, being like, wow, that's my auntie.
That's
my Auntie Rara.
It was brilliant. He was so proud of her. Like.
Yeah.
But anyway, Auntie Kira. Keela.
Whopper.
Unbelievable. So that was great. And then the other thing that we got up to this week, or that I got up to this week, was something that you had planned for me. And we had spoken about doing this before.
We actually
on the
did. We
podcast.
mentioned it last week, or we mentioned that we were going to do it. And we did speak about it before.
A sound bath.
Yes.
We went and we had a bath with strangers. So we went and did this sound. I know it makes it sound weirder.
We did not do a bath with strangers.
So what
Carl.
you do is you get bollock naked and,
and you rub each other up and down.
We went and we did the sound bath thing, and like the mad thing about it was, I just thought it was going to be something where you go and you do the sound bath and whatever, that's it. But then you were like, oh, they're also doing like a Celtic tea ritual. And I was like,
well,
what?
a tea ceremony. It makes it sound very, Which I didn't realise when I booked it was part of it. So I just wanted to give you a sound bath.
It started off was about, the person who was doing the class was like a herbalist or whatever you called them. And
so we got an added surprise when we arrived, because we were expecting the tea or the sound bath.
The sound bath. So what they'd started off with was, she was telling us all about like various plants and how they're very healing and all of this stuff. And again, one of those things where on the face of it, I was like, oh, I don't know if this is all gobbledygook. But then as she explained it a bit more, I was like, do you know what? She probably is right. There's probably something in this. But part of the ceremony was that we all had to pass the tea around.
Yeah.
So that everyone had a tea, and you had to let the tea kind of settle before anyone would take a drink. But I was the first in line. So I had to hold the tea, and then you pass it on to the next person. But what you had to do is you had to hold the tea up to your heart and like have an intention which would like get passed into the tea.
A positive intention.
A positive intention.
Yes.
So I was the one who was like, everyone was watching. So she'd hand me the tea.
You kept passing
and
it
I
off.
was just like, looking into the thing, being like, it's tea, all right. Just passing it on to you.
Well, to say I got no positive attention when it came to my mug, he was like,
oh
there
God.
you go, bitch.
But then we eventually came to drinking the tea, and you all had to drink together. But this was the point where I was like, I could fucking lose it here now, in terms of laughing. So everyone, I actually have a drink here. I'm going to just reenact it. So it was like, and now take a small sip of the drink, but don't swallow until I tell you to. So it's like, you take a drink. I'm not going to be able to say swallow, so you're going to have to do it. So you take the drink.
Don't swallow yet. Hold it in your mouth. Gently swish it in your mouth. Can you feel it against your soft palate? Your hard palate. Now swallow.
You fuck's sake.
But that's what it was like. So Carl and I were sitting there.
We were right beside each other.
So we couldn't. So like when she said swallow, you could hear like 15 other people going.
But then what was worse was my throat did. Do you know when your throat does it?
Yeah.
It's not a burp, but my throat did this little like ribbit. So I did one swallow and my throat went. And then I could fucking hear you, and you were like, you were just starting to shake laughing. So I had to just close my eyes. I was like, if I go here, I'm gone. So I had to close my eyes. Anyway,
I was just like, oh, he's going to murder me because he thinks that this is what I wanted to bring him to.
well,
Anyway, moving swiftly on to the sound bath.
no, and credit where it's due. Now, I also don't want to like completely shit all over the tea ceremony, because actually it was quite interesting, to be fair. And I do think there's probably a lot of truth in what she's saying about, like, you know, the positive benefits of all the various flora and fauna around us. But then we got onto the sound bath, and what's brilliant about a sound bath, if you ever want to do this, is you have to do nothing. You literally go there and you lie down and you close your eyes.
It's quite a passive form of meditation, whereas previously I brought you to a kirtan class, and that's quite an active form of it.
Yeah, which was, we spoke about that as well, but it's like call and response yoga,
Yes.
and it's singing and it's this, that and the other. Whereas this one, you just lie down, and she started by playing a little bit of music, and then she gets into the bowls, and she starts banging all these bowls. But they like have all these
Well, she doesn't
various
start
tones.
banging, she starts creating rhythmical
ringing.
sounds with
But
the crystal bowls.
what's mad is, because when your eyes are closed, it's the first time I've ever visualized sound as a physical thing. And if you've done a sound bath, this is going to make sense. If you haven't, you're just going to have to go and do it to understand what I'm talking about. But you could kind of feel it hitting your ear as a sound
Yes.
wave. So if anyone knows what a sound wave looks like, it's literally a wave if you draw it out. And it was like you could hear it in your ear being like, wah, 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 wah.
Yes.
It was mad, and it would go from side to side, and it actually very quickly became quite meditative
Yes.
for me, because afterwards you were like, because there was a couple of people fell asleep during it, and afterwards you were like, did you fall asleep? And I was like, no, I actually didn't. I came to the edge of sleep,
Yes.
which I presume is actually meditation. That's probably where you want to be.
Well, you don't want to. You
don't
want
wanna
to be
sleep.
sleep. You
No,
need
yeah.
to put your mind into a state of consciousness, but you're not asleep.
No, it's-
Unconsciousness, but you're not asleep.
So, yeah.
Sorry, it's a state of consciousness, but you're not asleep.
So
So
exactly.
it's an active state of.
I was always conscious, and I was always conscious of the fact that I was close to sleep, but I never went to sleep. And I was always still able to like think. So like at any point I could have been like, you can wake yourself up now. Do you know what I mean? But I was never asleep.
But you're not meant to be thinking.
Well, I wasn't thinking in certain points as well. So anyway, stop shitting all over my first meditative experience. I thought I did very well.
You did very well.
But afterwards, it was kind of funny. You were like, well, what did you think? Did you get anything out of it? And actually, like, it kind of did, like, not to get like real wanky, but it had a bit of a profound is probably a very strong word, but it did have an effect on me in that we were walking back to the car, and I was saying, I felt like I had a much greater appreciation for how far we've come in the last few years.
But that's what feeling came to you then during it all.
Because, well, what it did was, it put me back to what my life felt like before kids.
Okay.
Okay?
State of bliss.
Yeah. I don't know what it was, but for whatever reason, it put me back to like 4.5 years ago, before there was ever kids. And it gave me this mad appreciation for, like, honestly now, I'm not just saying this to you, for the fact that like you've carried 3 kids and
Yes.
like grown them inside you and given birth. And I
And
was like,
carried you.
gee, at the same time. But like, it's kind of mad how in life you can go through those things. And it is very just much like you're on the hamster wheel and you're just like, okay, like, well, this is brilliant. And you tell yourself like, this is an amazing thing and it's an amazing experience. But you don't properly soak it in.
Yes.
And I don't think I properly soaked in just how transformative it's been the last 4.5 years, going from no kids to now having 3 kids. getting married. For whatever reason, I came out of it and I was like, good on us.
Yes.
That was honestly the feeling I had. I was kind of like proud of
You
the
were
fact that like
proud.
we've like
But that was the feeling that
created
came
a family.
to you.
Yeah, it was really nice.
Yeah. So your mind had a little bit of clarity and you were able to push that emotion through.
And so essentially what I've learned is meditate, do sound baths because it's a great way to give yourself a pat in the back. That's what I was
Come
doing.
here, tell me, because the last time when we did the kirtan class, your whoop said you were asleep from 7 o'clock in the evening. What did your whoop tell you this time
I
around?
actually never had a look. Give
I'm
me a moment.
intrigued to see this time.
What did it say?
It had you almost had an 11-hour sleep.
It did. What day did we do it?
We did it on Wednesday night.
Yes. It thought I was asleep
From what time?
from 22 minutes past 7 to 20 past 8.
So the tea and holding it in your mouth helped.
It thought I was asleep because I was so chilled out. To the point where,
Deep
right?
throat and some nettle tea.
Shut up. To the point where, this is how it broke it down. It said I was awake for 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
It says I was in a light sleep for 29 minutes and I was in a deep sleep for 27 minutes. Now, I know I wasn't asleep,
Yes.
but it was reading as me being in a deep sleep, which
you
is
go.
mad. So there it was. It was very, very,
So you enjoyed it.
I loved it.
So what
I'd
we've
love to go back.
decided now, because the last time we did something like this was in October. So what we decided now is that we're going to do something every 6 weeks.
Yeah.
If we can, or thereabouts.
Yeah, just like to remind
There will be a lot of stuff kind of coming into St. Bridget's weekend because it's the Celtic wheel you've got in bulk, the spring equinox in bulk.
See, the thing is, you're talking to me because you know all your yoga
No, it's nothing to do with yoga.
tiddly widdly
Not that it's
stuff.
nothing to do with yoga, but it's the Celtic wheel. So it's the Irish Celtic wheel. So in bulk
What wheel are you
is the
talking about?
pagan. The Celtic wheel is
I've
like
never
the
heard
pagan.
of this wheel.
Is the way the pagans would have ran their whole year.
What?
So the spring equinox, New Grange.
But where's the wheel coming into it?
That's what it's called, the wheel of life.
What? So is it
Like
like
the Celtic wheel is like the pagan Celtic wheel, effectively.
So what is it like winning streak and each bit has a bit like an
Effectively, yeah,
occasion?
if that's the way you want to visualise it.
Okay.
So in bulk is St. Bridget's weekend.
Okay, so you've got Marty wheeling, right?
Yes.
And he rolls the thing around. It lands
Yes.
on St. Bridget's weekend. It's like,
Yes.
you! St. Bridget's Day.
Well, let's do a bit of in bulk. So there'll be what I'm trying to say to our lovely listeners is that if anybody is listening to Carl Mullan's fabulous spiel about a sound bath, look sound baths up. There'll
That's
be
a good time
loads
to do it.
for in bulk.
In bulk.
In bulk.
In bulk.
Yes.
Okay. How are you, Lovie?
Well, Carl, had a busy week, haven't I, Carl?
You have had a
I've
busy.
had a busy week. I flooded our house,
You did?
didn't I, Carl?
You did?
I had a Zoom meeting. I put the kids to bed, did lunch, forgot I left the utility tap on after baby and had a bit of a shitty incident. And 2 hours had passed. And I actually sat down on the couch with Angie to give her a cuddle after I ate something myself after my hour-long meeting. And I fell asleep watching a bit of Love Island. And then Carl walks in. He's
I
like,
got back from work.
and he was like, there's a bit of a flood in the kitchen there. I was like, what?
Looked like the bleeding wet bandits had been in the house.
So, yeah.
Just a massive, massive pool of water.
Oh.
Now, the one thing is, you were like really beating yourself up about it. You were
Yes.
so annoyed at yourself.
Well, I wasn't annoyed at I wasn't beating myself up. I was just, because I woke up and I got a fright. That's one thing. But it was just because I was like, I know I'm tired and I know I'm at this level of exhaustion. So that's what I know it is.
Yes.
Do you know the way? And I was saying that to you. I was like, I know I'm tired and it's an accumulation of the last couple of weeks. So you're
Yes.
kind of going on adrenaline to keep everything going.
Yeah.
So the fact that I actually sat down on the couch and fell asleep, that means that I am exhausted. Do
Oh,
you know the
because
way?
you never do
Yeah.
that.
And I think I was just frustrated myself because I think I was saying this to you last week, is in my processing ability is definitely a lot slower. So for example, like I was trying to pair socks and I got really overwhelmed pairing socks and I actually broke down in a pool of tears, didn't I?
Yeah.
And I was like, Carl, is this what task initiation is like for you? So like starting a task.
So, and just to explain to anyone, so I was diagnosed with ADHD recently
Yes.
enough, and one of the things I really struggle with in
Is
every
task initiation.
So literally starting a task.
Yeah.
You can really like it's mad.
It gets overwhelming.
You're so overwhelmed you cannot initiate tasks.
Yeah. So that's what I was like. And now from that, I then was like, this is what Carl is like every day of the week.
It is.
And it's actually quite debilitating. I found it very debilitating.
Now-
or maybe
now-
that's because I generally be working on a different level that for me to be like that, I was like, oh.
Now, to be fair, I do think as well with you, like that was definitely more overwhelming than it would be for me on any given day because there's a lot of emotion attached to why you're feeling that way. Whereas with me, it's just sometimes I'm bad at initiating tasks. And to be honest with you, I don't even realize I'm bad at I don't even realize I'm doing it at the time. It's only then when it gets to the point of like realizing all the jobs that were meant to be done that aren't done. That's when I would realize it. But yeah, it is. I suppose it's a decent way of seeing what it's like to be like me.
It just gave me a bit of an insight. I was like, right, okay, I can understand the processing incapabilities here, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I took 2 trips to IKEA.
You did?
Can we talk about IKEA? I went to IKEA during the week and it was blissful. But there was very little people there. I went first thing in the morning and in I went. I knew what I needed to get and I was in and out within half an hour.
Yeah.
We went on the weekend, myself and Carl. No kids this time. You got a little bit. You're like, shut up, Aisling.
This is part of my sniper alley, just so
Is
you know.
it?
Yes.
Okay. Carl, I turned around to Carl and I said, am I gone into London style, Aisling?
Yes.
And he said, absolutely you are.
Yes.
But what I don't understand, I think in IKEA there should be 2 aisles. I think there should be 2 aisles in IKEA. 1 aisle for the people that need to go in and get shit done. And they can walk all the way around or whatever way they want to go. They can walk that way. For the people on the fucking weekend that want to just have a little peruse around and flick their bean or pull their plum as they're walking through, that needs to be a separate lane. I like the amount of people that are walking bang smack in the middle of the aisle, pushing their trolley and then not even picking a direction with their trolley that's blocking it up for everybody and walking slow.
No. Do you know what we need to do? Do you remember during COVID when they used to have specific hours for like vulnerable people to go to the shops? What they need to do is have arsehole hours for people like you and IKEA. So it's like, hi, are you an arsehole? Come visit us between 8 and 11 a.m. where it's just full of people who are like, get the fuck out of the way!
I wasn't saying anything. I just was like trying to
You
be
were
like,
saying it with your
move out of the
bleeding
way.
face. It was like, sorry for anyone who was around us. Do you know what? I had it for Sniper Rally, but I might as well get into it now. So, when you say about London Aisling,
Yes.
the reason why I say London Aisling is when Ash used to live in London, we were kind of doing a long distance relationship for the first year.
Yes.
Where you were living in London. And anytime I go over, it was mad. It was like a physical. It was like something
Body
physical,
came
like
over
a
me.
cloak came over you.
Yes.
So we be leaving your house in South Wimbledon to go to get to the
Wherever
the
we were
tube.
going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the tube was about a 10-minute walk away from the house.
Yes.
But it didn't matter that it was a 10-minute walk away. The moment you opened the door, this cold bitch came over
wasn't
you.
even cold.
No, you were.
It was efficient, bitch.
So Ash would then be just like walking at a million miles an hour. And you know me, I'm a fast walker.
You are a fast walker.
You were like, gone.
You have to.
And then-
have to when you're on the tube. In
It'd be
busy
gone-
hour, you have to. Because what you discovered when you were
Yeah.
over there, Carl was walking and people were banging into him. He was banging into them. And he's like, sorry,
I was like,
sorry,
excuse me,
sorry,
sorry.
excuse me. I was like, Carl, you just got to go because it'll take you an hour and a half to do a 15-minute journey if you apologise to every single person that you rub off.
Ash... Yeah, you need to watch that now. You would want to apologise rubbing off people. You, in the meantime, you're like bloody Miley Cyrus in her knickers on a wrecking ball. Get out of my fucking way!
Because I don't say that though.
That's what you were like.
But that's what you have to do, Carl.
So, that's what you're like then when you go to IKEA. You in IKEA, you're like my mum in an airport. You assume you should be stressed. So
I'm never stressed in
you
IKEA.
arrived to-
But on the
in
weekend,
my-
it stressed. No. On the weekend, it stressed me out because I was like, get the fuck out of my. What? Why were they planted in the middle of the aisle?
So you were
And then
like...
going from side to side with their trolley, and there's a congregation of 4 of them around one trolley, and they're spread out like a butterfly's wings as they walk through the centre of the path.
You were like...
Fucking move out of the way.
You were like Max Verstappen at the opening lap of a race where he started at the back of the grid and he's trying to get his way up to first place. You were like that and you were just like... Ugh. At one
Sorry.
point...
And how successful is
At
Maxi?
one point...
How successful
Yeah.
is Maxi?
However, he's also known amongst most fans as an arsehole.
Yeah, but so is fucking most Formula 1 drivers are.
So the other thing that... And this was really where my sniper rally came in.
Go on.
At one point during our IKEA trip, I had to give in an Ash.
Oh, it was for the trolley.
So
Yes.
there's just sometimes, and I would very rarely do it,
Yes.
but we were out in public and I just had to give it a stern ash. And the reason why I had to do it was I had the trolley.
Yes.
That was my job. I had the trolley. And I think I was doing a good job.
You did a great job.
Of pushing the trolley.
Yes.
But then you were getting fed up with the fact that I wasn't able to run people down with
No,
my trolley.
that's not what I was getting fed up with.
So hang on, this is my sniper alley.
Go on.
So what ended up happening was Ash then started to try and guide my trolley through. So you went to the front of the trolley and started to pull it. And so you were guiding it through like you were like I was a sleigh and you were like a dog.
But I wasn't.
You-
I understand how you feel. I wasn't doing that for you, and I wasn't doing that for me. I was trying to make us as a unit bigger because the congregation of 10 billion people in front of us. Well, it was one whole group of 4 people, and they blocked the whole path. I needed to make our presence big as well, so they could realise there's somebody behind you.
Well, you essentially, I was basically on a lead. And Ash, the trolley was the lead, and I was holding on to the lead, and Ash was just dragging me around the place with the trolley. So I just literally had to at one point be
can
like,
we just say it was literally about 5 steps? Like you're literally being exaggerating about that.
I would never exaggerate. What are you
Yes.
talking about? So I had to give it an Ash. Now, in fairness to you, you did go, sorry, because you realised you were absolutely gone.
But I was trying to make us bigger because, in other words, move out of the way.
Now,
Also, I will say we were in time sensitive. Time
We were.
frame.
We had to go and
had
get the
back
kids.
and get the kids. Yeah.
Can I say one thing to balance things out?
Tell me.
Thank you for letting us get the new plates.
There you go.
We bought new plates because
did.
Ash about 3 months ago bought new plates, and they're kind of like a powdered finish, and they're the noisiest plates.
Yeah, we don't like them.
You go to cut a piece of meat, and it sounds like a car crash has happened outside your house.
Oh, it happened to me during the week, and I was like, can I'm not going to name the store,
Right?
but wasn't it during? No, it was Bavine's birthday weekend, and this
Yeah.
is how the relationship between yourself and my mother makes me sick.
Right.
And she knows exactly what conversation I'm going to talk about. She was talking about the fact that, well, why don't you go and get plates in a different store? I said, well, Carl is particular now after getting those plates. We can't go back there to get these plates. And she says, well, I go and get my plates in. And she named the store that Carl does not like getting the plates from anymore. And I just said, oh, no, ma'am, he doesn't like the plates from there. She says, well, I didn't mean there. I mean, another place also has a great. I was like, and then there was no one around to hear. And I was like, why did nobody hear this conversation?
She has my back and I
does.
have hers.
Yes.
So there we go.
Ayla and I went down to get your lovely little collect your birthday cake. And I actually got a real proud moment when we went to pick it up because she was, Mammy, look at the Bow Bosch D sprinkles. So like she had like the little couple of focal. And I was just like, oh, it's so lovely.
Is
the
a rainbow.
So it's so lovely to hear that coming from her. Like she's 2.5 and it's just the little words that she's
picking that up from Davy.
From
He's
Davy.
going to an Enra.
Yeah, yeah. Well, also his mother. Their mother speaks like, hello, thanks, Carl.
Sorry, yeah.
Cheers for
I
that.
wouldn't mind that. You actually make
From
such
birth.
an effort. You
From
make such
birth.
an effort.
Like putting them up to bed and like, from birth.
Yeah.
So and I know I had a real proud moment from Ayla Mullan. She's actually just been particularly cute the last, I'd say, month.
has.
Yes.
Yeah, her chat is really, really
Yeah,
cute.
yeah.
I put up a couple of Instagram stories of her and people are like, oh my God, I could listen to her little voice.
She's and what I love about her, she goes, I cannot do this.
Yeah.
She almost gets wound up when she's saying it.
Yeah.
She's like a level of frustration because she can't do something. And she's like, I cannot do it.
Davey found a very interesting way to give me the finger today.
Go on, tell
He
me.
was sitting on the toilet
Yes.
and he was like, he just basically gave me the middle finger and he was like this. And I looked at him and he was like, Daddy, is my finger dirty? I was like, no, it's not. And he was like, okay. And just put it away.
But he also points at things with his middle finger. Did you realise that?
Yeah, he does.
And anyway, so that's kind of all my news this week. I started my period as well, so there you go.
Ah, good.
Yeah.
That's great. Great for all involved.
Can we get on to Sniper Alley?
Okay, well, I've kind of half done mine.
You've done yours.
You can have your proper go here
so
now.
Sniper Alley, right? This song is especially for Linda.
Oh, we haven't
So
had a
Linda
song in a long time.
messaged us on Spotify, and she loves now how I deliver Sniper Alley because she is allergic to pineapples.
How what does this have to do with Sniper
Because
Alley?
what song have I been singing for Sniper Alley?
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Oh, who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
Oh, yes.
Yes,
okay, right.
Okay, now I did this quite quick. Right.
Stop making excuses before you
So
start.
what you need to sing when I cue you is get a damp cloth.
For Christ's sake. Okay, right.
What do you think this
Get
could be
a
about?
damp cloth.
Yeah.
I actually don't know what this is about.
Okay. I'm gonna get giddy. Because this is going to be shit when I sing it. Okay. Oh, Carl, put some Coke Zero in the freezer to chill.
Get a damp cloth.
He forgot all about it and pop it went. Did it spill?
Get a damp cloth.
Spilled it did and slush sheet too.
Get a damp cloth.
He conveniently forgot about it as he went to do a poo.
Get a damp cloth. It's true.
Left it a full week until he went back in.
Get a damp cloth.
The ice had turned brown. It all went in the bin.
Get a damp cloth.
My eyeballs were twitching with the amount of time it took him.
Get a damp cloth.
He asked me how best to clean it, and then I screamed it to him.
Get a damp cloth. Get a damp cloth. Get a damp cloth. Get a damp cloth. I kind of did get a damp cloth. I got the spray stuff and I sprayed it down.
Yeah, but after a whole, like how long? It was about a week.
It was,
Yeah, well then there you go. Anyway, that's Sniper Alley for you this week, Carl.
Okay, so the fact that I had left, so just to tell the story, I put a
I mean,
Coke-
my song told the story. He put a can of Coke Zero in the freezer, forgot all about it at first.
I wanted to cool it down
Yeah.
quickly.
Oh yeah. Well,
Forgot
you
about
did
it.
that, yeah.
It
And
went
then it
everywhere.
burst. It went all over the ice. Did you wipe the freezer off,
What do you mean?
or did you just empty the
No, the freezer
ice?
door. I wiped the freezer door
Oh,
down.
well done.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I did.
So no, you did it, but it just took a while to get there. I'm going to get into a bit of correspondence this week, Carl.
Go on.
About a good bit of it now. Draggy Bus Sweets. It's been brought to our attention on Instagram. Well, we knew they were in Mr. Price.
Yeah.
But Mr. Price got involved this week to let Carl Mullan know
They did.
that Draggy Bus were in stock.
Yeah.
Which was pretty whopper.
Well, more than anything, I think, because I thought maybe Mr. Price was only in Dublin, but they've actually come back to say that they're
Fully stocked everywhere.
countrywide. Yeah.
Countrywide. Nationwide.
And I have actually had a few lovely listeners get in touch they've said, I picked these up after hearing you talk about them. And they were like, I agree, sensational.
There you go.
We need to start a campaign. Haribo, get them on the market in Ireland properly, in an official sense.
The nice mix, the perfect mix of shit jellies
Oh,
and good jellies
so
in one
good.
bag.
So good.
Right, next email came in saying planes, planes and more planes.
Yes, now we're talking.
Okay. Siobhan emailed in. Now she sent a picture,
Yeah.
but she did say this has Carl written all over it. Okay. For the listeners, I'll have to explain this to you, but those that are watching on YouTube, we can put the image on it.
Okay.
Okay. It is a picture and it says, my wife is sick in bed and asked for some plain toast while she rests. Hope she enjoys it.
Did he cut the toast into the shape of a plane? wow!
I think that's pretty
real
pretty-
impressive.
I was like, you know, this is going to be a challenge now for Carl.
That's the kids would love that.
Wouldn't they?
It's
So
prob-
it's like two pieces of toast. They've done. We'll have to put the picture up, but it is
Yeah.
very much. I also think
they've got the tail,
Yeah.
the tail, they've got the
it's an
wings.
awful lot of effort.
It's actually like a double-decker plane. That's
It's like-
so good.
yeah, the little pilot seat, the wings,
The flaps.
the phalanges,
There you go. The full shebang.
the full shebang. So there you go. I thought that was quite interesting.
Oh, that's very good. I love that.
I knew you'd love it, husband. I
Thank
knew
you.
you'd love it. Right, next one came in. This one is from Andrea Howden. She's emailed all the way in from Canada, across from Canada.
Well, I hope you're enjoying the big freeze there at the
Oh,
moment.
yes. Maybe she's too cold now to write another email. But she sent two emails actually. So the first one had a lot of stuff into it, a lot in regards to the allergies.
Yes.
When we were talking about that in the bonus episodes. But she messaged again and she said, hi, me again. I meant to mention my mom was a labour and delivery nurse and then she went into public health home visiting newborns. Right. So
Right.
she's a long nursing career. So needless to say, I know what it's like being raised by a nurse. They're a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
Thanks, Andrea.
He's bloody
Now,
well
is it
there.
Andrea or Andrea? Anyway, they are,
The
yeah,
Judy is gorgeous.
Andrea or Andrea. Anyway, they are always right. And FYI, they typically truly are right.
Oh, Jesus, give me a break.
My mom is brilliant.
I swear to God.
So I'm Team Aisling during all of your sniper alleys.
So just so we know, just so everyone knows, Ash has a phrase. I actually should get it like tattooed on me. I'd say you'd want me to get it tattooed on me. And Ash's phrase is, Aisling is always right. I'm like, shut up.
But there are times that I am wrong. And I do admit when I'm wrong.
You do admit when you're wrong, but then eventually you'll come back around and be like, but I did do this because of that. So actually, technically, Aisling's always right. I'm like, oh my God, give me a break.
Let me finish because Andrea continues on and she says, accept the shoes on the stairs. Sorry, Aisling.
Thank you.
Carl, you're great, but wrong most of the time. Live with it.
Like, do you know what? This is the thing that sickens me most about this bloody podcast. Most of the correspondence I get directly are like, oh, listen to the podcast, really enjoy it. Just so you know, Ash is funnier than you.
Yes,
I'm like, oh my God.
Loads of love. She signs off and then she goes, P.S. maybe send Carl's mom's mushy peas recipe along with whoever's aunt's amazing pasta.
Oh, I must
And
ask.
then she said, hashtag no bananas in the feckin' trifle.
Give it over, will you, about the bananas.
So anyway, but we need to talk about, we've already talked about your mom's mushy peas, but I think it's just the fact that she makes them, she does the whole soaking thing for the 12 hours, she makes them and then she puts them in the oven and there's like a nice little dry texture to them. Oh,
yeah,
divine.
It is heaven.
Crumbly and bakey mushy peas, divine. So that came in from Andrea. And then the next one then, let me go. Oh, the next one then came in from Claire O'Byrne. And it's labelled ChatGPT in HSE land.
Oh.
So this is for all the nurses out there.
Yeah.
Hi. I only discovered your podcast recently and I am binge listening to it currently.
Thank you.
In the episode I heard today, Ash, you were saying you hate ChatGPT.
Did you say that?
I said I can't remember which particular, but I have mentioned before.
You want to be very careful saying that. It's going to take over the world fairly soon.
And I think that's what it is. I think it just curates a lot of things. And that's probably why I'm a little bit like, oh.
It does.
She goes, I was the same until I realised it's a total game changer for HSE land. It makes all the assessments a lot easier, especially medical gases. Enjoy this little life hack.
What's HSE land?
So HSE land is it's kind of a, what's the best way? It's a database of all our online learning that we have to do as part of our registration. So some of them are yearly, some of them are 2 yearly, some of them are 3 yearly.
Yeah.
And if they get updated, we have to redo them. So it's a lot of stuff that we have to do to kind of maintain our registration or maintain our job. And there's some specific ones, like even if you're not working in a hospital, but you have to provide proof of to your employer that you have these done. So you have to print off the cert and send it in.
And so what can ChatGPT do there?
So medical gases is one that is a real pain, the whole one to do.
Right.
It's meant to be 20 minutes and it can sometimes take you 2 hours to do.
Oh, so what, it kind of summarises all the relevant information?
Yeah, so like what you do with your oxygen, what you do with your fire extinguishers, all of that type of stuff.
Oh,
what colour do you use? Which colour fire extinguisher do you use on this one? Colour fire extinguisher. And it can be, that's fire training. But it's the medical gases one is the oxygen one.
But I think that's an excellent example of a really good use for AI. Because all it is doing is distilling down information.
Potentially, but you also need to know it.
What do you mean?
But you need to know it. So you're asking ChatGPT the questions that it loads for you.
Oh.
So you're asking for the answers. You need to know it.
Sorry.
So what?
Okay, I thought it was making it easier
anyway,
for you to learn.
little life hack, but to all the nurses as well.
Yeah.
Just making sure you know your medical gases.
Yeah. That's important.
Yes.
That's very, very important.
Yes.
This is a complete aside.
Yes.
But actually it's something I meant to say at the start of the year. But obviously there was a lot going on. This every single year gets me.
Our registration.
Your registration.
Yes, I know.
So what people who don't understand, and I never knew this before I got with you, but if you're a nurse, you have to pay to keep your registration as a nurse. And
but it's like teachers would, they all have to do the same as well.
What?
Teachers have to pay their registration. I think I could be wrong.
Well, teachers, you can get in touch and tell us.
Yes.
But anyway, definitely with nurses.
Yes.
And it's 150 quid.
100 quid.
100 quid.
Yes.
But do you know my main issue is the timing of it.
It's the timing. It comes in, it has to be done by the 31st of December.
It's mad.
And then you do have a month extension on it.
But sorry, like whacking you with 100 quid of a bill to be able to just do your job.
100 per registration.
But do they not give you the opportunity to just pay it like directly out of your wages, like a tenner a month? That would be so much easier.
I'm going to say no because that's what I don't do. But equally, if they did do that, That we could I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Anyway, people don't realise that these are
Yeah.
literally having to pay
At
a
Christmas
bill
time.
and pay for uniforms and all these different things that
Yes.
just are part of like having to keep your job.
Yes.
Anyway, so just fair play up the
And
nurses.
spending all this time on HSC land.
There you go. Okay, thank you. Some lovely correspondence this
Yes.
week. And we always say, if you want to get in touch with us at any stage during the podcast when you're listening along, how are you, Lovie at gmail.com.
Yes.
Or you can send us a DM as well on Instagram.
On Instagram, or I sometimes like to look through the comments on Spotify
Or on YouTube.
or on YouTube.
Oh, the different ways. Right, shin shin.
Shin Shin. Remember to rate, review, share, and subscribe.
Yes, absolutely. What myself and Ash are off to do now is we've decided that after the podcast every single week, we're going to now go through our week, plan the whole week ahead. So that's what we're going in to do now. So
This is for Carl's sake, not for my sake at all.
Ash is
To
Ash
keep
is gonna
my
go in
sanity.
and
Direct him where he needs to be at different points of the week.
exactly. Thank you
Yes.
very much. So Ash is going to go into PA mode now.
Yes.
Whatever you're up to, have a great week. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you on Saturday for a bonus episode.
Yes.
Good luck.
Cheers and goodbye.